Hey guys, Adam Smith here. I'm sorry I couldn't be with you all this evening. I really wanted to be. I just so happen to be down in New Orleans for work right now. And if you love American history like I do, New Orleans is a historical town. It was founded in 1718, and before that, in the late 1600s, it was used as a trade post for trappers, French trappers in the region. And before that, it was basically on a trade highway for the Native American tribes that did their trading down along the shoreline here. And then in 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte conducted the Louisiana Purchase, and the United States then owned the Louisiana Territory. Now, the Founding Fathers had a vision for this nation, and this is why history is so important. The Founding Fathers truly believed that we had the ability to self-govern. We had the ability to apply direct representation so that the people, the American citizenry of this great country, could represent themselves. They believed and they were willing to plant their flag on the hill, and they were willing to die on that hill when it came to pushing back against the tyrannical government of the monarchy in Great Britain. And now, more than ever before, we see a uniparty that has formed. And that modern uniparty continues to vote on things that are not in the American people's best interest, like continuing to fund the National Endowment for Democracy, which is nothing more than a slush fund for color revolutions around the world and in the United States, where we know, and it's been proven, they've actively gone after conservative voices in order to censor them here in the United States as well. Or to fund activist judges in D.C. who attempt to legislate from the bench, which is breaking the separation of powers to begin with. Or voting to put more tracking devices in our vehicles so that we can do remote kill switches in our pickup trucks and our cars. At some point, conservative voters, we the people, have to plant our flag on a hill and be willing to die on it. And I think we have to demand the same thing from our politicians. Politicians, for far too long now in the United States, have had the ability to continue to make votes and take actions in their own self-interest. And it could be self-interest of just holding a chair, holding a seat so they could have a title and feel significant. It could be a self-interest in making money. I mean, who goes into office worth $32,000 and 2 terms later they're worth $38,000? Ilhan Omar. Not saying, just saying. But at some point, the politicians, they have to have the same demand and respect for the Constitution that our United States military does. I mean, we expect our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines to sign their name on the dotted lines and be willing to give their life in the defense of this Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And yet, while Congress continues to take the same oath, it doesn't seem like they're willing to give the same sacrifice. Now, there are some congressional representatives that I think are doing a hell of a job. And they're really stepping up and they're pushing these issues, asking good questions like, why do we continue to pass continuing resolutions to raise the debt ceiling without putting budgetary constraints in place? Why do we continue to spend like the dollar is free and growing on trees, knowing all full and well that we continue to deflate the value of the dollar? I mean, we're watching precious metal values go through the roof right now. Gold, as of the filming of this video, is over $5,000. At some point, we have to stand on our moral conviction and hold true to our values. And I think now more than ever before, the Founding Fathers would look at our great nation and they would scratch their chins and ask, how did we get to this place? I can tell you how we got to this place. We as conservatives, we abdicated our position, and I'll tell you how. We just want to be left alone. We want to go to work, we want to go to church, and we want to raise our families. And I fully understand that. I'm the same way. But I'll tell you, after Hurricane Helene, I couldn't stand by and watch anymore. Social Security needs to remain solvent. The national deficit needs to be reduced. Businesses and industry need to be rebuilt in Western North Carolina. The promises by politicians about bringing money into the region and getting it back to work has to be fulfilled, and we're not seeing that happen. Early voting is kicking off, and I would love for you to go out and vote for Adam R. Smith. I believe that it's time that we put somebody in office who's willing to plant their flag on a hill, say it like it is, be direct and to the point, and not try and tap dance around questions. I believe it's time that we put a fighter back in office for Western North Carolina and not continue to accept feckless leadership that waves the flag of depending on which direction the breeze of power is blowing in the moment. So I'm asking you, can I get your vote? Early voting kicks off. March 3rd is Election Day. Vote Adam R. Smith. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. God bless. And thank you for being American patriots.